Right, so this is for Saturday, and if you're watching it for Saturday the 30th of August 2025, but you can watch this whenever it's timeless, it is actually Louise Hay and Wayne Dyer's anniversary, so there's that. And I'm looking down at the one that is currently on, because I filmed them all in advance. I'm a decisive person, I follow through and support myself with love. So that's the one for the 15th of September. So we're timeline jumping a couple of weeks in advance, but because those are Louise Hay's, the things that I've been reading for like the best part of 10 years, if you're wondering why I'm saying that. So I was going to be cute and get her cards, but I don't know where they are, guys. Are they over there? I don't know where they are right now. So what have we got? I've just filmed Fridays, and I've filmed all the shorts, so I'm going to rest my voice for a wee bit. What have we got? Like I said, it's actually still, I mean, it's crazy. It's actually still Scorpio moon until just after 3 in that afternoon on Saturday. So that's a long Scorpio moon period. And then it's Sagittarius moon. So it's like the light coming back after being in a bit of the dark. So that could be symbolic of being in a dark night of soul as well. What have we got? And your third eye opening. So maybe the lengthy period that the moon has been in Scorpio with Vesta and Juno and Black Moon Lilith, it's opening your third eye. Pineal perspective. So let's see. We've had that one before, but could be something significant about the 8th of September, because there's an 8 on the card, or something that's just happened in August. The seat of wisdom, consciousness, intuition, imagination, seeing inner and outer worlds, limitlessness, understanding. Connect with your third eye and transcend what you understand with your mind. Discover a deeper inner knowing through the interconnected web of all this is and has been. You can tune into the wisdom at will, as and when you wish to. This wisdom is ancient yet pioneering. It is the creator of the free will we choose to weave from moment to moment. Be observant, witness, allow the transcendence of duality without judgment. Be mindful, listen, and allow your unfurling intuition to unravel the paradoxes of reality. Examine limiting ideas, listen more, balance the left hemisphere's logical analytical thinking with inner guidance and deeper wisdom. Take note of any thought patterns that may be holding you from your fullest potential through the mind-based fear of past experiences. That feels like it really follows on from what I've just channeled for Friday, because there was so much about people getting really serious like downloads in their dreams specifically. So you see how it fits. Enhancing your imagination or intuition, seeing beyond illusion, healing position between the eyebrows, colour wash deep indigo blue. But like I said before, whatever the colours mean to you. So what have we got from this deck? So yeah, there's a huge theme right now of illusions being revealed. And what's kind of funny is, right, so I'm going to be talking about that on tonight's live stream, but I could say it again here as well, is that you're going to get sick of hearing me and probably other people saying this, but Saturn is retrograding into Pisces on the 1st of September there. And so what that means is, it's like the way the downloads I keep getting about it are, it could almost feel like you're jumping back a timeline. So you might feel like you're like, wait a minute, I thought I'd moved through this karmic lesson in my life, or why is this karmic person popping up? It's testing you, like, have you actually passed a lesson? So now these tests, the main thing that springs to mind is tests for the divine masculine. I might actually find that post I wrote months ago when Neptune moved, Neptune did move into Aries, and it is going to move back in Pisces again too. I think I wrote that down. That happens in October though, which isn't too far away. But yeah, it's Saturn that is going retrograde in Pisces, and then it'll stay there. It'll stay retrograde anyway until October, and that's when Neptune and retrograde will be in Pisces, but Neptune and Saturn will be in Pisces, but it's, which, remember, the North Node is also in Pisces too, but it's, so it's very magical, mystical, meant to be, but this is also confusion, illusion, distortion, it's, kind of interesting. It's got pros and cons to it. Basically, you got to be extra discerning, you know. That's the way I'm taking it. I think a whole wave of divine masculine, male and female, someone's going to, you know, a few people are going to get hoodwinked by karmic people again. Like, they're going to go for another round, you know what I'm saying? Either the same people or a new person that's going to be similar. So I'm saying that because most of my messages are for divine masculine, male and females. So if you need to learn the lesson, you need to learn the lesson, you know, but I need to put it as my responsibility to warn you about that. Astrology is very real. I prove it all the time. Anybody else that knows their stuff is proven all the time. It's, you know, in personal sessions, I'll blow your mind with how real it is. But don't be caught out. Yeah. Someone's not going to be. I love you. I'm overcoming childhood trauma. So you see, I'll put a serious face on. I feel coming out with that, there's something here about don't always jump to the worst conclusions. Like, I feel some people, like, although for many people there will have been delays like karmic people and, you know, picking other people and all this kind of stuff. But for some people it's stuff like that. You know, this person does love you, but they're going through a lot. And again, I know this because I help people with this in sessions, and just because I'm a divine channel, a collective channel for twin flames and for the world, I can tap in and I feel it. And also, it's not a coincidence I'm filming this on the Scorpio moon. So this is going out for the Sagittarius moon, but this is, you know, I can feel the energy is very heavy for a lot of people, which is why I'm making the effort to go live and do this, because it's, even if it's like us with the popcorn, with the drama, what's happening with whatever I pick up on now with the twin flames, it gives people company, you know, and that's why I felt they guided me to go back to it. So just a wee heads up, I'm going to do that for a month, and then I'm going to have another break again for a month, and then I'll probably go back to it again. So I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it that way, but that's, when I worked out, I thought, right, I'll do it now because I'll not want to do it later on. So, wow, look, please be patient a little while longer. I keep seeing signs of you everywhere I go. No one makes me feel the way you do. Also, my throat chakra keeps going. Yeah. So, doing it. It's like, I don't know what face to put on. But yeah, and as I showed that, my head, it was like I felt like, you know, energy at the crown chakra. So, yeah, right, okay, so what have we got? Actually, I think this matches up with the short. That's nuts. For the, because I was just uploading them earlier, the shorts for Saturday was also something about inner child wounds. And this is for Saturday. Wow, that's crazy when it matches up. Magnetic connection. There's a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. I spoke about that in the one for Friday, mentioning Ross and Rachel. Actually, at that bit, I was talking about carrying big. I can analyse Sex and the City of the Hills. I loved it. I mean, I was watching it when I was too young, basically. I was watching it when I was 15, when it was on late at night. But, you know, when you had school the next day, it was late at night. It was like 11:30 or something. It was on at night, maybe 11. And nobody was really into it. I would say to people, are you watching that? I even said to my sister, she was like, a load of shit. You know, everyone was thinking it was a load of shit. And then obviously everyone caught on to it a bit later. So that's my moon conjunct Uranus, being able to see the future that everyone would like it. But yeah, it was kind of funny. I went through my own awakening about that after, and I was like, wow, she's a massive narcissist. Like, she's actually really nasty to all her friends. Like, if you watch it properly, like, the way she fucking snaps at them with that, it's like, get the fuck, man. If your pal was forever doing that, it's like, and it's just like all, you know, about her. It's like, but also he's really toxic too. So I found it quite funny that, like, you know, in that, the older one, just like that, it's like, or whatever the fuck it's called, she ends up with Aiden, you know what I mean? Because it's like, it's almost like, you know, you could think of it like, you know, he's the karmic energy and Aiden's the... But anyway, I don't want to confuse people, because then, just for that example alone, they've got a magnetic connection, but I would say a magnetic connection that's karmic, because in the scene I was describing in the video yesterday, he's married and she's with Aiden, and you know, they hurt people, and that's what does happen, you know what I mean? again, I'm not going to go into a big serious chat about it, but I'm very against cheating. You know what I mean? I believe, you know, people, you need to forgive yourself if you've gotten into something like that, or, but I think when we can avoid things like that, it's better. You know what I mean? Like, end things properly before you start things up. But people do make mistakes, and not everybody is the same, and blah 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 blah. So what have we got? Open yourself to others. This is how you will create new friendships and attract a love relationship. So maybe with me talking about things like this, maybe you shut yourself off because maybe you've been cheated on, or you've been hurt. Separation, time apart from your partners on the rise, and it was in reverse. So yeah, I really do feel some of these magnetic connections are coming to an end because it's time. Make the effort. This love is worth taking the risk. You're called to move forward. So yeah, so again, it's quite interesting that, like, you know, this is right before Saturn goes retrograde into Pisces. Not everybody will be going back to the past to make a mistake. Some people are going back to the past 11/11 to make an effort. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I fucked it up the last time. I now see clearly because my third eye's open. Wow. My third eye's open. You know what I mean? I'm channeling someone. Like, I'm not going to make the same mistake. I've got a second chance. I'm going to take it. And you go, whoever you are, all the people out there. What have we got? Is awakened masculine going to come out again? Whoa, what have we got here? No, but we've got wise, ancient soul. You're an old soul. Open your ancient eyes. Recognise the sage within. Look, I always say that. Oh, look, 1144. That's the guy with that's the silver fox with the sexy eyes. Maybe you're a silver fox with sexy eyes. Detach. Retreat from situations that are not in harmony with your soul. Open to greater love of self. Yeah. Detach from the karmic situations. They're not for you anymore. It's time to shine. Allow nothing to dim the light within. Allow your light to shine. The way you'll know that karmic situations aren't for you is if it done that. If it dimmed your light. People that wanted you to stay small. Because people that are your people, twin flame or otherwise, or friends, soulmates, and blah, blah, blah. 1221 might be significant too. So you might be very connected to the Mayan energy like myself. Especially, you know, like in 2012, you know, when they said the world was ending, and it wasn't the world was ending in the way that people are, it was energy wise. Or you could be feeling the shift that is currently going on now, because I mean, I'm feeling it. Many of us are, like the new earth shift. But like I said, I've been in this frequency for years now, you know, like anchoring in this energy. So, but there are palpable shifts when I'm like, whoa, I'm feeling like another wave of energy. Rainbow Priestess, trust your intuition. It's the language of your soul, a natural connection to your divinity. Yes, I think that's what they're saying. It's like, you know, if you're being guided away from karmic situations and you're being tempted to repeat a karmic lesson, but it's something that's familiar and you've repeated this pattern and you feel like you're being pulled somewhere more unfamiliar, but it's exciting and not in the toxic, exciting way. Again, you've got to heal to know the difference between that. I've been in the part of my life where, believe me, I thought things like that were exciting too. Remember when I've said that before, it's like, you know, although I still do feel like that, I've said before, I'm like, look, if we get to choose, which we don't get to control, would I rather that there was like a kind of like a pop-up during the wee hours, you know, because it's more exciting, especially because it's in a Scorpio moon right now. I'm saying this, it's like, you know, yeah, I would still rather that. But generally speaking, you know, rather than like a daytime kind of but obviously, like, if it's the person you love and you've just been wanting to hear the truth and wanting to hear from them, like, you don't really give a shit what time of day it is, you know what I mean? But it's like, I feel I'm saying that because it's like, in general, if you did, you know, get excited by things, like, because it's more like, that's maybe not the best example, although that was a lot of the time how we connected, like, you know, I don't know why I'm saying this, it's going to have some sort of meaning. A lot of times me and him could be in the same place and we might not have even spoke at all. And then, like, you know, and then he would contact me like when we'd actually went home, you know, so that's a bit shit. So we didn't do that. Well, we did do it loads. I was going to say we didn't do it like that loads, like we did, you know. But again, I did find that exciting. 144. And obviously he must as well. But it's like, you know, so it's not like, I don't look back and think, oh my God, that's toxic. But I did get to a point where it was, because it was like, right, feelings are getting involved here, and this is like a long time we've been doing, and this isn't right, you know what I mean? So, but the point is, it's like it's more so like if you're like, you only find excitement in the kind of like, sexy stranger vibe, and you know, the not knowing, and the kind of, like, you've got to, the only way you're going to be able to get past that and reach, I don't like the word normal, right, but some sort of normality, like, is like, you have to get past a bit, like, actually, yeah, like, getting to know each other and getting to know what you are like during the day, like getting to know what you're like without a hangover, getting to know what you're like, with a bad mood, getting to know what you're like if you're going through something. But you know, you want people that can be by your side when you're going through something difficult, you know, friends or lovers, you know, you want people that are going to be by your side through the good and the bad. And that's the point I'm getting at here, is that a lot of people still have that toxic trait that I can identify with, where it's like you find excitement in the, oh, am I going to see this person tonight or not? Or are they going to just randomly call me? Or are they going to just randomly turn up at my door? And, you know, that just gets so fucking boring. Never mind when you get older, because I can still, I can think of people, and there'll still be loads of people out there that are my age and older that, you know, will still be doing the same. But trust me, with me recently just having went out and being in a place that I'd went to for ages, from being young to, you know, now, like I said, I really just tend to go out. It's not quite so much once a year, but yeah, generally once a year in the festival, that's when I'm going to go out. There might randomly another time when I'm maybe going to a party, but most of the time not. And it's because that's enough for me, because I'm like, you know, although we're having a bit of a laugh of it too, what I said on the live, it's like, it did sadden me when I saw some people just cutting about on their own, like guys mainly, not even with their pals or anything, just drunk, floating about in a bit of a daydream. Like, some of them were so fucked, they weren't even trying to own my bird. It's like, you know what I mean? And that's, now they could have girlfriends and they're just like, but you know what I mean? There's something, it just felt a bit sad. Like, I felt the sadness too. I had to kind of switch off to like dance, to, you know, and not go into that mode. But that's what I mean. Like, it's, you know, as much as I had fun and I did stay right to the last minute, like I said that to my best friend, I was like, I don't know how people our age are still doing that. Like, I don't know who the fuck would still, you know, I don't even know people, I don't know, you know, I don't know, because I just don't, I'm in my own wee world most of the time, and I've got my friends that I've got in it. But what I'm saying, there will be loads of people my age and older that are doing that. So some of you that are watching, and I'm just like, I can't, yeah, I just don't even know how people can do it, because and it's not even like, oh, I'm a really early to bedder. Sometimes most of the time I'm up late and that and stuff, but it's just like training. Like, it was fun, but it's not that fun. Like, I'd want to do it all the time kind of thing. And that's what I mean. It's like, at some point that gets tiring and old, and you want to know when you're with someone and you're ready for it. You want to know who you're going to bed with at night, that you're going to bed safe and secure, and you don't need to worry about when is this person ever going to turn up, like, in general, what time they're coming home at night, or, you know, when am I next going to hear from them? Like, if it's a situationship, like, fuck that, you know what I mean? That's not exciting anymore. That sounds like my idea of hell. But some people will still be in that, and the reason why I'm not judging, what I'm saying is, whether you're a man or a woman, assess whether you want to stay stuck in that cycle for evermore, you know. And if you do that, it's fine. Loads of people do, sadly. But I mean, they might not think that's sad, but I felt the sadness in the air of those people. Could tell it's a Scorpio moon. Chemistry. Embrace a mutual attraction. Yes, embrace a mutual attraction that's still got the chemistry and the excitement. A thank you goes a long way, gratitude, but you're grateful for each other and you value each other. Infinity, your love is timeless. Heal. That's why they were saying that through me. Because Virgo sun, healing, Scorpio moon, deep healing and getting to the root cause. So again, it felt very penetrating. That felt like, you know, it's my Mars and Scorpio, my Saturn and Scorpio coming in with some deep home truth, but it's because it's like, if anybody is watching this connected, male or female, that even resonates with any of this of what I've said, I just hope that you would go to people like me to get the support so that you can heal and be truly happy, you know, rather than what I was watching you know, and this isn't new. People drown their sorrows all the time and at the weekend and shit like that, but any night of the week. But you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, you don't need to stay in that. Denial. See the truth of a situation. I don't know who this is going to speak to, but there's quite a clear message coming through there of, if you don't resonate with what I'm saying, man, woman, whatever, then fine. But I feel some people will. See the truth of the situation. It could be somebody you're concerned about around you, and unfortunately with the same thing. Oh, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's either I'm talking to you that's in it, male or female, or I'm talking about you. It could be I'm talking about your person, and it could be past, present, hopefully not future. But, you know, you have to, when it's someone around you, whether it's a love interest or a family member or a friend, the sad thing is you actually have to let the person, you know, realise for themselves. I think I'm channeling Saturn going into Pisces again. Could be, you know, Pisces is addictions, so that could be a test and lesson. It might not be anything to do with romance. If you've got a problem with alcohol and drugs and stuff like that, the act of forgiveness releases tension, but Pisces is also forgiveness, stability, set a solid foundation. That feels like it was everything I was saying. Right, so that was interesting, but I'm going to leave that one there.